first opened back in 2002. Today, our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Carry now for Kareem Hunt. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Our game here in Detroit, a Thanksgiving tradition dating back to 1934. And it is the first of 3 games today, per usual. We'll see the Giants and Cowboys from Dallas after us. And then later tonight, the nightcap, another game with NFC North intrigue. The Pats and Vikings from Minneapolis. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm. And he does not disappoint there. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards that time for number 19. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Hunt is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. And it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Caught. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Touchdown, Buffalo. Travis Kelsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. This goes out wide from Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Throwing is Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and they come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. But how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Now Jackson. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to get this down near the 25.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Again, Jackson. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Tyler Boyd, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And this defense for the Lions, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout the ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. To throw again is Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have moved out in front. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Lions at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They are really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now. And I would not want to face them come playoff time. He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Mixon. will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak, kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. Now it's Jackson. Touchdown! Joe Mixon from the yard out as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. That's to about the 28, second down coming up. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Slant pass complete to Olave. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing again here, Wilson. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first downs. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Again, Wilson. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Wilson will throw again. Caught. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Touchdown, Buffalo. Travis Kelsey as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. Throwing is Jackson. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson will throw again. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Now Jackson. This goes out wide from Mixon. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll give it to Mixon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
To Mixon on the check down. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Jackson to throw. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do. And
got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play here for Buffalo. 67 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it coming.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all games. He went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or other.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That one in there, able to make connection. Nice in there.
Those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys...
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way to a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Again, Jackson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Jackson now. Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Wilson. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them. But they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the air.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Lions are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. This offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd, finding space at the 40. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect, bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. One last shot for Wilson. One last shot at the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a